you have plans, better start before it's total dark. You enjoyed that. Get on. You got the moves. Poco. That hurt him. The sun's a long ways away. The Mitomop outpost. The Myriad tribe meditated here long ago. Says they've been waiting for you. They're ready to bring death and destruction to the outpost. He says you'd better be. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place, looking for a new home. That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult. Says you need to destroy the moth's nest before you take a shot at that outpost. That's the moth nest, over there. Just get to it and destroy it. shot through. Swing, parry, dodge. All sorts of creepy things live down here. You're not dead yet. Bang, bang. Bullets everywhere. You're half dead. Bangarang. Great shot. Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Should cover up your most important parts. What?
Wieso ko tulad si Nit Mali mo
He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of where... Thinks you earned your way in with blood. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe only has one outpost left. It's time to finish what you started. Wishes you'd been better as a kid, but is glad you finally figured it out. Wishes you goodbye. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe only has one. Thinks if you need a note, you should says you'll meet again. He knows things that you need to know. Says you'll meet again. Smell the salt in the air. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else. Sees you're eager to make a deal, but cautions you not to be too eager if you want to make a good deal. Let's see. The salt feels crusty on your skin. Gun it and go. All good things end. Wonder what you could make with that. Ah, see that e-waste? Always handy. Flattering. It's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction. We all are. The meat-eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. The Gnot is done for unless you intervene. Swing like you mean it. Itchy trigger finger. It's becoming terminal. Don't be feary. It probably won't bite. Wood scrap's great for building things. You can make something from that. The Domp outpost, shined up by the Myriad tribe. Let's see. There's the Sovereign who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his outpost to be invaded, but now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. Not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the outpost without a fight. Says he just realized a peaceful end to this would be best. He'll trust the outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. Hope you make that end as messy as you can. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe only has one outpost left. It's time. Says the Tree of Life reflects the... Says you're welcome back. He knows things that you... Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost. Hope you make that end... Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Time to ride. feeling better than ever. Blast off. Tread soft. That's a monster nest, if ever I've seen one. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. Some rubber scrap got uncovered over there. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. When swing, batter. Took care. Choke up that grip. Nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that. A key for every lock. Nothing's more important right now than this. Sometimes you gotta paddle on your own. Metal ride. Back on your own 2 feet. This thing purrs like an aqua cat. It's the Porky-Puff nibbling bug. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down Out-of-Date's leg. Who before you? wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide. He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. Thinks the Myriad tribe has the most loyal acolytes. The West World Eater is bigger than a house. Understands you have other places you need to go. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but seems surprised you have to go. Take a moment to absorb the day. Complains that it's hard living in a world where everything's falling apart. If it wasn't for the work of Pebble, lots of parts of the world would be cut off. No one builds climby racks like him. Says he's a high climber who builds bridges and zip lines. Thinks Pebble doesn't spend much time in level lands. To find him, you should look for steep places. Maybe he can show you some new paths he built. Thinks you'd be as much a legend as him then. Blackness covers the world like a blanket. There it is, the Tree of Life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters. Small things for your big ideas. Sometimes your mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time to relive a moment in your life. We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. You weren't supposed to know how to start the automaton Pew Pew Pang, but clearly you figured that out way back then. Hey, you could probably make something glossy with plastic scrap. Embrace the day. Ah, some wood scrap. Always happy to find that. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. It's important to stay grounded. You share the same fate as the tree. Out of Date says there's a time for everything, and now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark. Two sides to everything, but for him it would be devastating if you were forced to use the Ark to escape while the world crumbled. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm. Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Gizmo in the West. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Gizmo. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Gizmo and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. Out of Date says that Gizmo is worried now that the Western World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Gizmo is working on a scrap walker vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head west as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind. Says you should take it easy. You'd better get a move on if you want to change things.